Hey, welcome back to Don't Run with Scissors. I'm Kelly, your favorite Jeep driving mom of twins and three crazy rescue dogs who likes to craft, has gone back to school to be an ASL sign language interpreter, and is training for Iron Man. I'm exhausted. It's Monday, the 25th. I'm getting ready to go to bed and realize I haven't filmed for y'all. So if you're new here, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. It sends me a message that says you liked and subscribed my channel. Boost my self-esteem. We all need that. If you're returning, welcome back to the crazy. As I told you, last week was not the week that wall was getting painted. I can tell you right now, this week is not that week either. I can also tell you it's the boys' day to do, or turn to do the dishes. So they're not done either. Him and I are going to be having another set of words. And the words are not going to be nice because that's where I'm at. So, it has been a crazy week. We had mediation trial last week. I have another one gearing up. I feel like I'm about 40,000 steps behind in life, right? Before I go any further though, however, we have been having ASL class in person, which has been great because I found out I've been signing a few things wrong and I've taught you guys wrong. So we're going to backtrack a little bit and I'm going to correct my mistakes. So this whole time I've been thinking happy is this with fingers down. It's not. That's feelings. So feelings are still good, but happy is with flat hands. So happy. So it would have been happy Mother's Day. Yeah, not feeling Mother's Day. That doesn't make any sense. So welcome to my world. I had already told you my mistake about laptop before. Yeah, we fixed that one. The other thing is this is emergency, not Easter. I don't remember what Easter is. It still involves the E's, but this is emergency. So if you have an emergency, like emergency lights kind of thing, yeah. Okay. Yeah. The sign for the week, though, with me this week, because I have to tell a story, because I also learned that this is more. I had been doing numbers like this. I think I shared with you. That's not numbers. This is story. Now I'm gonna blank on numbers, but it's not with. But this is hard. ASL is hard. Okay, but my we have to tell a story. Um, and the story name is Bad. So Bad Bet. Bad Bet. Um, and this is Rest. And yeah, uh-huh. So I'm doing well. I like doing well. The fact that we had to do I'm actually getting better at numbers. Like watching them and being able to tell you like what number they're signing. 1 through 10 is easy. It's when you get above that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired. Um we went to web design class. I did bomb my final, the written portion. I got like a 58%. Yeah. So I'm not feeling really great about myself. Um I still have I have like a B in the class. He let me resubmit a part of our assignment, and I have one more step to turn in, and then I have the big project to turn in. And then one more set of extra credit points. I got some extra credit today by resubmitting one of the assignments. That should boost my grade up. There's still a really good chance, and fingers crossed, that I will still end up with like an A- in the class, and I am just fingers say prayers. This is just killing me. And yeah, send some good vibes for ASL 4 as well, because I would really like to see my grade um a little bit higher than what it is, obviously. Um, so the other thing that I have been actually called an old friend of mine. Um, so I'm very open about the fact that I've had 10 brain surgeries, and the condition that I have is generally called idiopathic intracranial hypertension. Now I know what caused mine, so the idiopathic part really doesn't apply to me. Um, it used to be called pseudotumor cerebri, and I'm in a lot of groups, and there's a lot of things that it's not a very researched condition. It's one in every 100,000 people, mostly women, who are diagnosed with this. Um, and so the general medical field's treatment is like, okay, well, we'll give you Diamox, which is kind of a diuretic and has some nasty side effects potentially. I'm allergic to it. It's still in the sulfa family. I'm allergic to sulfa. Doesn't work for me. Or they'll do a shunt, excuse me, which is what I've had to do. There's a couple other things that they can do, but those are the two big treatments. And the doctors, as normal with just about any condition, especially with women, um, will tell you you need to lose weight, which is great. I mean, I'm a big advocate of. I don't. I don't believe in the BMI. I think, and I think that most doctors that I've talked to, at least for me, understand why it doesn't apply to so many people, me included. I don't necessarily look. I try for me not to look at a number on a scale. I use it as just one small snippet of the overall picture regarding my health and wellness. I'm more concerned, like, what's my cholesterol? What's the good versus the bad cholesterol levels? What's my blood pressure? What's my A1C? What are those numbers? Because those tell me a whole lot more than what a number on a scale does. Now, that said, I do think that people should be cognizant of what they're eating, um, and what it does to their body. Okay. So somebody in the group, doctor, is pushing them, hey, you need to lose weight, you need to, and she is overweight, and that's not a problem. um and I said, well, um okay, so you have your starting point, your starting weight, that's great. How did your doctor tell you to lose weight? Like, did he give you a diet to follow? And she said, absolutely, he did. And I said, okay, what is it? Because she's like, has anybody heard of this? And I was like, so she tells me what the diet is, and I go and I research it, and I was like, are you sure you got that right? She's like, absolutely. And she sent me a picture of the diet that he wrote on his own prescription pad. Y'all, this fool told her she should eat 50 grams of uncooked rice a day. And if she wanted to, she could cook it in fruit juice. Apparently, this rice diet, whatever. I don't even know where to begin with this. And why that makes absolutely zero sense for anybody. I can't imagine any condition where eating that. First of all, I can't imagine cooking rice and fruit juice where that would make sense for anybody. Okay. So we know I want to get my personal trainer certificate and work with people who have chronic health conditions, essentially, um, and empowering them to be able to find ways to work out and feel better in their bodies. and I really want to draw in the nutrition component. And I live in Michigan, and Michigan has some good guidelines as far as who can give dietary advice, and um, be it a registered dietitian versus nutritionist, and what that all means. Now I'm still sort of sorting out like what degrees, because I don't necessarily want to go get an MD, and I don't think that MDs are always educated well in nutrition. I think they get like a little snippet, and it's not enough. So I've been looking at programs, and so right now I'm trying to sort that out and figure that out. I also have a friend who's offered to pay for me to take the certification training classes to become a state certified mediator here in Michigan, so I could do mediation for like divorces and child custody and things like that. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing it anymore. I know where my heart is and where I want to go, and yet I feel very pulled to still go this way. And I'm trying to make it all mesh. And I worry that if I follow where my heart tells me that I really want to go, um, I'm going to I'm going to have to take out student loans. And I don't know, like it's sending me into this tailspin. Anyways, okay. You guys didn't come for all of this, but if anybody has any advice as to what to do or how to handle it, I'm all ears. Um, or if you know of a good program that um, I should be looking at that maybe can help me mesh the nutrition side with the personal trainer side, um, or it could be even kinesiology, um, kind of mesh that. I'm all ears and would love to hear some advice. Um, all that to say, this last week, honestly, I have done next to no stitching. Um, I have been busy with projects. I have been busy with mediation and trial prep. I have been busy trying to catch up things at the office. Um, and yeah. So, um, I only stitched up, like, I think I stitched 2 days, maybe one day. It's worth of stitching. I stitched on the Marine Corps emblem. So we are a little bit further. We're not much further. Um, I really do need to. So I have 2 days crossed off out of 10, which is the goal on each of my projects. Although this one I would really like to get finished this year, sooner than later, because it is a gift. But in order to kind of stay up on my 2 squares a month for wipgo, I need to give this 8 more days. Clearly that's going to be a problem because it's the 25th of March. And there's what, 31 days in March? 30 days in March? I don't know. But there's not 8 more days no matter what I do. So, normally wouldn't be a problem. Have a couple extra days in each month for my because each of my projects gets 10 days. However, Jessie called the stitches for May. In May, she called the free square, which I actually put a project in, which was to knit the other sock that I have in my project. And then for me, she called, she called square 8. And for me, that is the map cell from, I think it's from Ink Circles. And I'm doing it's basically a map like Dungeons and Dragons map that I'm doing for the boy child. And then she also called 14, which for me is the Monopoly board. That again is for my son, so it's all my son because of socks. I knitted for my son. I started it for my son. So it's all boy child in May. It's kind of weird, but um so it's either 10 days or a finish. So I don't think the sock is going to take me 10 days to knit. It's just actually sitting and knitting it. The heels, I've only done one heel turn on a sock. So that'll be tricky. Um so maybe I can catch up. But the semester ends next week. So I've got my story for ASL, and then we'll have a test that will be a comprehensive unit test plus a production part on top of that. And then we're having like a little class party sort of thing, which will be exciting. Um, and then I have this huge web design project to still do. Plus I've got work to get caught up on. But I have done other crafting this last week. Those of you who follow me on Instagram have seen a lot of it. I made more project bags. I have a stack more fabric to just cut and sit and like mass assemble. The other thing that I have been working on is more business cards for Hillbilly Candles. So those are going to go in the mail tomorrow to them. The other thing that I have done for them, they are now, it's more of a we are now doing CBD infused candles. After doing some market research, our candles have the most CBD oil in them, which is very cool. So it's an additional fee, like charge, obviously, but I made the little tags to go on those candles. I'm getting much better with my Cricut and knowing how to use it, to the point where before I go to the mail, I have a hearing first thing in the morning, but then I have to do a t-shirt. But I got some, I want to say it's a vegan or a veggie leather. Um, if you want to know the products, let me know. But I was able to do, I have the stain that's ordered so that the letters and stuff will appear darker and you'll actually be able to see it. I'm going to turn it into a little leather keychain for Hillbilly Candle Company. Aren't they cute? Isn't that? I was so excited. The lady who does the YouTube video, she made the thing into a patch that she ended up putting on a ball cap. Now, this is obviously the first one I've done. I would change a few things just um because it's so small, it's hard to read like the little letters. So I think when I do this, I'm gonna do a couple more because you have to buy a big sheet of leather. Um, I may just do Hillbilly Candle Company bigger and not put all the little like poured all of that kind of stuff. I don't know. I want to wait until after the dye comes in, which should be here on Friday, and see how the rest of it, once it's like got the stain on it, how it reads. So, I mean, okay. This little keychain, I had to buy all these different tips and stuff. Cricut tips, like blades and stuff, are expensive. So my little keychain is like $100 keychain at this point. Like $120 keychain. Because I had to buy, like, I didn't have the engraving tip. I didn't have the debossing tip. I didn't have the deep cut blade. I mean, yeah. So I am still cutting out tons of cards. Here's a question for those of you who have Cricuts. How do I get my mats to be sticky again? Like, I have a stack of mats that I've used that aren't sticky anymore. But like, seriously, it gets expensive to keep buying all of those mats. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I know it's not very exciting. That's kind of what I have. Um, the new drop for the Under the Sea cell came out today. Super cute. It's another little girl and a stingray. I thought the guy was coming out. but it's not, because they sneak peeked him and he was right by the little girl. But so there's a second little girl. So the first little girl, if you guys remember, I changed her hair color so that it's brown with kind of metallic-y red running through it. So do I change the second? Well, obviously I will likely change the second girl. I think the second girl is a mermaid as well. Where is my, let me look. I can't show you it because I printed off the craft and um I didn't um I didn't print off the front picture. Okay, so she's a scuba diver. She's not a mermaid. So do I make her hair match the mermaids, or do I make her a little bit more blonde? Bean's hair color is a little bit lighter brown than mine. So I may make her that color. I may make her skin tones more, like skin and hair tones more to match Bean. The mermaid is my hair color, and I'm pretty pale, so my mermaid is pretty pale. So yeah, it's super cute. And then there's angelfish, so I have to stitch some algae, a scuba girl, a stingray, and 3 angelfish before next month. Fingers crossed. Anything's possible, y'all. Anything's possible. I did get a swim in this week. I need to go swimming again tomorrow to keep up on things. I don't know. Yeah. That's it. I know it's really short, but really I didn't stitch much. I've been mostly cricutting. Is that a word? Is cricutting a word? I feel like it should be a word. I've been cricutting. Been using my Cricut. So yeah. No haul. Haven't bought anything. Haven't had time. Well, okay, I take that back. I bought a whole lot of Cricut blades. And then how do you guys store your Cricut blades? Because they don't say on the side like which blade they are. So like I can't just, so like I have to keep the little packet that they come in, because I don't know, once I take this out, I'm never going to remember that that's the debossing tip. But I feel like Cricut missed the boat in the fact that they should have written it on the housing. I don't know, or something. Maybe I should cut the vinyl and make myself a little sticker on it. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, in the morning, I have court. I need to keep cutting. I need to make the t-shirt really fast. I do have class tomorrow night. I have to fit in a swim. But the swim, I think, has got to be before class, because we get out of class about between 9 and 9:30. Which is funny because we're on Zoom and we would get out like early, but now that we're in person, he keeps us like the entire class, which I don't have a problem with. Like, don't misunderstand that. But the gym closes at 11, and from campus to where my gym is that I can swim, it's probably about a 20-minute drive. 15-20 minutes. So by the time then I get out of class, I'll go to my car, go to the gym, change clothes. I don't know that I would get in much of a swim, so I think I kind of need to make it earlier in the day. I don't know. Or maybe I should ask my coach to switch it to Wednesday. Not that I have more time on Wednesday, but whatever. At least Wednesday night I don't have class. So there is that. So, yeah. Okay. Anyways, I'm rambling. You guys don't need to hear all of this. If anybody wants to like come organize my life, right now I feel like I could really use you. But yeah, any tips and trips would be helpful. If you want the directions or the link to the YouTube video to do the to cut the leather, on your Cricut, let me know. We're going to continue to plug away on Marine Corps emblem, and I don't know if, and then I'm going to pull the other 3 projects. Okay, the other thing was this month was supposed to be Lady of the Flag. I was supposed to work 10 days on Lady of the Flag. That was my number that was called. I obviously I ended up switching it out for Marine Corps emblem. I know that was whatever. It will all work out on the end. So when Marine Corps emblem gets pulled, I will likely do Lady of the Flag that month. Um, because I do want to work on my lady. She's beautiful and everything. So, um, what I figured out too, for those of you who are my friends who want to stitch Lady of the Flag and cannot rationalize or do not have an extra basically $200 to buy a pattern, which I can't imagine most of my friends, I can't imagine most people can rationalize that. But you would like to stitch that, feel free to inbox me and we will arrange to meet and make a working copy so that we can work on them together. And that is my solution. And, you know, we'll make it work. I'm just saying, let me know. Um, you know, maybe you cover my gas money to meet you, or you buy me a cup of coffee while we work on it. Just let me know. I'm open. Likewise, if you're willing to loan me a copy of Queen of Freedom, like to loan me your pattern so I can make my working copy, or you will make your working copy for the price of a cup of coffee. I would greatly appreciate that. Not gonna lie, would greatly appreciate that. So with that said, probably one of my shortest videos ever. I'm gonna let you guys go because I'm gonna go to bed so that I am up and ready for court in the morning. And I will see you guys all next week. If you need me, please do not hesitate. As crazy as I sound with my life and busy, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I am His Princess Kelly on Instagram and on TikTok. You can always reach me on the Facebook, which is how my son referred to it the other day. Um, you know, get me. You can find me. If you want to find me, you can find me. Feel free to, and feel free to drop me a message. Let me know what I can do for you. And with that said, I'm going to say good night. Have a great week. Love you all. See ya.